Hello, Stampin' friends. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope some of you guys are on and are going to come join me live in my studio for What's Up Wednesday. So if you are on, hey everyone, come on into my studio, make yourself comfortable, grab a little cup of something good, and sit back and stamp with me for a little bit. So I'm going to see if we got a couple friends come on here, and let me just check my connection. We have some weird weather here in Pennsylvania. I think it's been gray for a year and a half now. We haven't seen the sun. Just kind of damp, kind of looks like it wants to rain all the time. Very depressing, so much fun, but it's the perfect day to stamp. So I'm just wondering if that's affecting my internet connection, because sometimes that crazy weather does affect the good old internet. So I do see some friends coming on. That is fantastic. So if you're on with me, say hi. Oh my gosh, I think you're the first people I've talked to this morning. So you guys are right here with me, Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen, and I am thrilled to have y'all here with me. So I'm waiting to see if we got some comments. So maybe I don't have comments today. That might be a Facebook fun. You just never know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll do a little chit chat while we're waiting for our friends to come in. There they come. Good morning, phone friends. Hey, Robin. Good to have you on with me this morning. And I think Thelma's with us too, so that's sweet. We got Sherry. All right. Things are working now. It's a party. How about it, kids? All right. So I wanted to let you guys know real quick. I extended my BOGO sale. It was crazy popular over the weekend. If you shopped my BOGO sale, thank you, thank you, thank you. But just a quick reminder, I did extend the sale through this Friday. So that is October 15th. The sale is extended. This is basically me selling my retired Stampin' Up products. I'm giving them away for free. They're not even for sale. I'm totally giving them away for free. So you can head over right here to this Facebook group, Jody B's online BOGO sale. Head over there. I did clean it up. So when you do look at the items, that is what's left. There's a couple things that some people haven't quite claimed yet, but I did clean them up. So what is on there is what I still have available. All those items that you see, guys, are available for free. They are your get one. So in exchange, what you need to do is go through, if there's something that you love and you need to have, comment sold. When you're done shopping, you got to message me. That's the key, because I don't know if you're finished or not. So when you're all finished, you've got to, oh, thank you, Tisha. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Good morning, Kathy. Great to have you guys with me this morning. So we're just talking about my BOGO sale. It's extended through Friday, October 15th. Head over to this page. And then, like I said, you can shop by commenting sold on the items that you want, and then message me when you're done shopping. That's the trick. You got to message me and let me know you're done shopping. And then I will tell you how much you have to shop with, and you're going to buy current product for that same amount, and you're going to get one for free. You're going to get all those items that you claimed for absolutely free. There are rules listed in the announcements. You can check those out. And of course, you can always message me if you have any questions. All right, what else do we have going on? Of course, we're talking about deals, right? We've got BOGO deals. You can get my retired stuff for free. And we also have the clearance rack refreshed. This refreshed last week, but there are still some good deals, up to 60% off, kids. So you might want to hop over and check that out. Just run right over to my online store, jodybrechbill.stampinup.net, and there's our host code for the rest of the month. You can use that if you're shopping. All right. Now I want to show you real quick, just in case you love snowmen. Anyone out there love snowmen? Ready for some little treats? Aren't these adorable? So this is our next paper pumpkin kit for November. This is the box, super adorable. This is the snowman, super adorable. So I think he's a pretty decent size. That's my guess. It could be deceiving with the graphic, but he looks like he's got a nice little bag of popcorn that he's hanging on to. And so if you love favors and treats and gift giving, you might want to grab a paper pumpkin for November. The other thing thing is you can always alter it and make it work if you're a card maker. You can always alter it and do what you do. And finally, we're going to stamp because that's why you guys are here, right? Everybody's here to stamp. So we're going to do my Just Cards class. Yesterday, I have morning and evening sessions in person in my studio, and it was a blast. We had so much fun yesterday, and I wanted to share the cards that we made with you guys. So let's get cruising. Now, my Just Cards class are very, very simple cards. They are geared towards beginners, people who maybe don't have all the supplies that we do, right? I know a lot of you guys on here, we got it all, don't we, girls? We have it all. And not everybody does, especially if they're just getting started. And so I geared this class toward my beginning stamper or my beginning crafter, but it's also great to learn how to just use your stamps, ink, and paper. And this is going to be important, kids, because I think we are going to have some serious issues coming up soon. I really think with this next catalog, we are going to see some serious issues with trying to get items in. So you guys all know what's happened globally. It's a sad and it's a heartbreaking situation. And a lot of our products, it is what it is. They come from overseas. So I'm going to just ask everybody for patience and grace. I'm going to make sure that that's my mantra every day. Patience and grace, and know that I still have stamps, ink, and paper. Those are made in the US. We control that. So we can still use those things as we wait patiently for items, because I think we're going to see a lot of back order and a lot of non-orderable as we wait for some of our favorite stuff like embossing folders and bundles. So it's a good idea to remember to go back to the simple times, just stamps, ink, and paper. So that's what we're going to play today. Stamps, ink, and paper. All right, I lied. We may have a little die cutting. Okay, so let's start off here with some evening evergreen. Oh, you like it too, Kathy? Yes, it just starts off right if you have your mind set in the right place. I can't control the shipping crisis, and it's not Stampin' Up. It's the world. And to be real, to get real with you guys this morning on a Wednesday dreary morning, to get real, we own and operate a dairy farm. That's what we do. That's our livelihood. When our dairy is going to be affected or has already starting to be affected, we provide food for the nation, right? We provide food for the nation. And when there are going to be issues with shipping, fuel cost, equipment, you can't get the parts that you need, staffing, we're blessed. Praise God, we're blessed with an amazing staff. But many farms aren't. It's the same everywhere. People don't work. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what's going on. So to get real, we have to remember that what we do is fun. It's not life sustaining. It's mental health sustaining, right, guys? It keeps us sane some days. But that's what we got to keep our mind around. We got to keep our mind around the important. And if we can't get a die and a punch in the time that we wanted it, it's going to be okay. We'll still live. We might be frustrated. We might be a little angry, but it's going to be all right, guys. We're in it together. We're in it together, sisters. And I say sisters because I haven't seen a guy on here just yet. All right. What we're going to start with is, that was my little sermon this morning. Welcome to Jody Brechbill's Church on Wednesday. We're going to play with Artistically Inked because I love this one right here. And we're going to play with Gorgeous Leaves. Okay, so let's get stamping, shall we? Oh my goodness, you know what I don't have? A stamp cleaner. Hold please. I thought I was so prepared, but some days you are and some days you aren't. Oh, thanks, Betty. I'm so blessed that my customers and Stampin' friends understand. They get it. They know that it is a crazy world we all living in right now. All right, so we're going to start with this little inky sploosh right there, and that is in Soft Sea Foam. Thanks. Oh, you're right, Kathy. Keep smiling, right? So much is our attitude. What we put out is what we get back, right? So we need to have our head in the right place, have our good attitude, and be ready to ride out the storm. That's what we're going to do, kids. We got to ride out this storm, because once our food sources are being affected, that's when we really are in our health system, right? I have so many friends in the healthcare that are just battling every day, every day. Alrighty, but I'm going to be on here on Wednesday, every Wednesday live at 10 to hang out with you guys. So that's when we'll come on here and smile and know that things are going to be okay. Next up, mint macaron. I'm going to use the same stamp, and we're going to ink that up, and I'm just going to flip it and offset it just a little bit. So now we've got those two colors. My first one was soft seafoam. My second one was mint macaron. I was talking real fast this morning. So we've got soft seafoam. This card is 50 Shades of Green. That's what we're working with today. So, but isn't that like the coolest stamp? I didn't have to do anything. And it just looks like I did that cool alcohol blending technique. So super, super cool. Now I'm going to go with soft succulent. Grab myself a little leaf here, and I'm just going to stamp him right in the center. Come in with a dark green. I told you, 50 Shades of Green. We've got Evening Evergreen, and we're going to do 2 leaves here. And Robin's on. Robin, you just did this last night. She was an in-person stamper and got to make these exact cards. So I do I have some scrap paper here? This will work. I have a janky old envelope. The stamp set, Kathy, that is, I've got Gorgeous Leaves. So I'm just using this and the splatter. And then that ink splotch is from Artistically Inked, this one right here. So those are what I chose to do. Okay, so now I'm going to take my dark and we're going to do Hello. That's the sentiment from Artistically Inked as well. The leaves doesn't have any, they don't have any sentiments with them. Good morning, Mom. Thanks for joining us. Everybody say hi to my mom. My mom comes on to watch my videos. She doesn't stamp. She just comes on to hang out with you guys. All right, so I'm going to go back to soft succulent with this one. And I'm going to stamp it off just because I want it to be a little bit lighter. And I'm just going to put some splooshes. Everybody's saying hi to you, Mom. And there, you guys, that's it. That is it. So this is such a quick, easy to recreate card. I'm sorry I'm stamping on an old envelope. I was not prepared that far ahead today. So now we're just going to put it together. So you guys who are out there who've been doing this for a while and you've got all kinds of goodies in your arsenal, you could doctor this up any way that you choose. But that is it. That's our card. So you could put some bling on here. You could add some ribbon. You could heat emboss if you wanted to. So you guys know how to take this up a notch. But I love when I'm able to just show the basics. Just get back to the basics. So real quick, just for a little fun, we're going to pretty up our inside. So I'm just going to do a little leaf down here in the corner as well. Your insides should be pretty as your outside. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Yeah, I think so. Sometimes Shannon says you really don't need to do anything. Sometimes it's good just to let your stamps be the star. So there you go. Isn't that a cute card? And you could do it in all different colors. So if you wanted to change into like Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crushed Curry, so you're getting ready for those beautiful fall colors. But there we are in the greens. So there's card number 1. I got to keep rolling through here because I just realized my battery is not charged. All right, next card. All right, next card is going to be, this is one we're pulling back out from the annual catalog. So again, as we're talking about this global shipping crisis we're going into, we need to look back into our annual catalog and see what we have there and see what's still in stock. And here is a beautiful one that has been around for a little bit. So I pulled out Forever Fern. This one does have a set of dies that go with it as well. And we're going to use this, and it's so pretty because it's one of those distinctive ones. So the stamps look almost realistic. So we have got a piece of Night of Navy. So that will be our card base. And of course, you guys, I will post the dimensions for cutting in the description when I'm done here. So I've got a piece of Highland Heather, and then I have a piece of Whisper White here. So we're going to start off with our Night of Navy ink. Got some purples in here for you, Betty. Got some purples. So I'm going to start off with a navy. I don't know what this is. Something. What is it? Frond? I don't know. But it's pretty. It sure is. Now I've got my Highland Heather. And we're going to do these little ones with the balls. So I don't know what these are. So we're going to do a purple one here. And then we're going to come down here and do a purple. Well, yeah, yeah, we're going to do purple there. So it does tend to look a little messy here in the middle. And hi, Anne. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. I hope you got my email that I sent out to everybody. Yesterday, I just sent a little touch base to let you guys know that we are working on retreat right now and getting things ready to roll. And so if you have any questions about retreat, just let me know. And make sure Lori does not get the email. So make sure if you could forward it to her, that would be super duper. Alrighty, so now we have Pear Pizzazz. And we're going to do this little doodah here. So he's going to come up here. So I was saying this gets a little messy in here. And that is okay. Because that's where we're going to put our sentiment and cover it up. So don't worry if your images are not quite, they look a little funky there where all the stems meet. It's all right. Now I've got I am going to need to get a piece of real scrap paper. Sorry about that. I normally am a little more prepared, but at least everything's right here in my office. So now in the same stamp set, we have those little sprinkles. So we're going to just sprinkle that, and I stamped off because I do want it to be just a shade lighter. The full strength navy is just a little bit too dark for me. And I don't want to overpower my pretties. Okay, so we just did a couple little sprinkles on there. And the next step will be to take some scrap, just some scrap cardstock and your sentiment. So you could use any sentiment that you choose. I'm sticking with the same stamp set. Again, we're just focusing on stamps, ink, and paper. So we've got a cute little sentiment there. To a friend that makes me smile. You guys know this is World Card Sending Week, right? Yeah, we had World Card Making Day, and now, right? Oh, maybe it was last week. I might be a week behind. Either way, it's okay to send a card anytime. So now I've got I think this is called the classic, is it classic label punch? I know one of you guys is going to know what this punch is. Or is it tailored tag? If you know what this punch is, let me know. Classic tag. Tailored tag, classic something, tailored something. I don't know, but I like it. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing with navy. And it's just some scraps I had laying around. So use up your scraps. Now we're going to do a little tailored tag. Thank you, Betty. I knew one of you guys would know. Okay, tailored tag punch. So we're going to do a little tricky trick here. So you see I just cut that in half. Now I'm going to take some adhesive and I put that on the back of my white one. And I'm just going to layer so there's a little pop of color, almost like a little bit of a border. Okay, oops, it shifted. Don't do that, sir. I didn't stick it down hard enough. There we go. Little adhesive on this end, same deal. And so it just gives you a little bit of color on the ends. So now we can take our stamped image and we'll add that to our Highland Heather. And I have just 1/8 of an inch. I just wanted a little bit of purple edging to show on that one. My adhesive cut off at the wrong spot. We'll add this to our Night of Navy. Grab ourselves a couple Pop-Tarts. Thank you, Thelma. Thelma says it's on page 149, Tailored Tag Punch. It's an oldie, but a goodie. And there we go, guys. Card number 2, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So again, just going back to basics, stamps, ink, and paper, and we added a little bit of a punch. So we can totally keep working with what we have in our arsenal if we can't get the items that we want immediately. So let's go ahead, since we talked about the pretties, let's put a pretty on the inside too. And hopefully my battery is still okay. I haven't gotten a notice yet, and we have one more card. So yay for that. So there's a pretty for our inside. Now we're ready to send that to a friend who makes us smile. Okie dokie pokies, let me grab the next one. So this one we did step up a little because we are going to do a little bit of embossing and a little bit of die cutting. And this one's a little bit more seasonal. So we have got, this is going to be a tone on tone card, which means it is all the same color. So we've got very vanilla, very vanilla, very vanilla. And we're going to fold our vanilla piece in half for our base. Oh, Sherry's on here too. Sherry and Susie made these in class yesterday as well. So we did a lot of easy stamping yesterday. So we're going to grab our Cajun Craze. This is a color I have not used in quite some time. So I pulled that out. And this beautiful stamp, Pretty Pumpkins. So we went a little fall-ish. And so this one has a die cut that goes with it as well. So this is a cute little bundle. That's in the holiday mini catalog. So I'm going to do the sentiment here, and I want to go down in the lower right corner. So I want to go pretty far down and over because I want room to put a pumpkin right here. So I really want that sentiment as far over as I can get it. I'm going to be picky. I feel like it's a little crooked. So we're going to see if I can get it any better this time. Much, 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 much. Now we've got that gorgeous detailed pumpkin. And if you guys have not heat embossed with this one, you gotta. Oh my gosh, is it pretty. So heat embossed with gold or even black was super, super pretty. Okay, so there we've got our pumpkin. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to jump off camera just so I don't have to bring the big boss all the way in and mess up my table because I don't have a lot of room. I'm using the texture, here's another one you guys might have to look up. Textured textile embossing folder. So I'm going to run this one through just to give it a little bit of texture. So it's plain right now. If you can see, it's just plain white or plain vanilla, which is perfect. That looks fine too, but I really liked adding a little bit of texture. So I'm gonna zip this through the Big Boss. You guys tell me what embossing folder this is that I'm using. All right, so now can you see, oh, it's gonna be tough because there's so much glare. It's got just a very, very subtle texture to the bottom of it. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna die cut this pumpkin out as well. So hang tight while I do that. All right, kids, sorry for making you wait on that, but it was just a little easier than hauling that whole thing back in here. So now I've got that super cool little pumpkin. So because it's just tone on tone, it's just all vanilla, let's add some dimension. So we're gonna put some Pop-Tarts here in the corners. Always one in the middle for sag. We don't like sag. Oh my gosh, yes, these magnetic bowls are awesome. So Shannon's talking about my little magnet bowl. I got 4 of them in a pack and they're magnets, so my dies will stick right in there. I used to dumpster dive way too many times to find lost dies. So I got these magnet bowls and they are perfect. Never lose another die again. Tasteful textile. Thank you, Susie. Tasteful textile, guys. That's what did the little bit of texture here on this one. So there we go. And then I'm going to Pop-Tart our pumpkin as well. So I'm thinking I am positive I got these on Amazon. And there were 4 in a pack. They were fairly inexpensive, but I've seen some of my customers have said they've gotten them at like hardware stores or auto parts store, because that's really what they are. They're magnetic bowls that mechanics use for little parts and stuff because they will stick to the car and then your items stick inside. So that's where I got them. Very, very inexpensive and well worth the investment. All right, so there's our card and we are going to just pop it up just a smidge with Harbor Freight. That's the word. That's what I was looking for. Harbor Freight. We're going to add some of our gilded gems just for a little bit of color. So I have a bunch of random ones hanging out here. So we're going to use them up. But these are our little gilded gems for a pop of color. So there we go, my friends. Those are our cards we made at our Just Cards class. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy. So hopefully you guys enjoy that just simple stamping. You can still make gorgeous cards, just going back to our roots, just stamps, ink, and paper. We added a little bit of punch. We had a little bit of an embossing folder, but you could still totally do it if you didn't have everything that you need. So don't forget, guys, my online BOGO sale is continuing until Friday, October 15th. You can head over to Jody B's online BOGO. The clearance rack is still available. Oh my gosh, guys, we totally forgot our prize. week. You guys didn't remind me that we needed to do a prize patrol. So obviously I did not pick a winner, but this was what we gave away last week. So I will pick my winner. This was the Classic Christmas Designer Series paper. So somebody is going to win that one from last week. I will run back through last week's video and let you guys know. And let me see what I might have in my prize box. All right, I have some in color gems, so we'll give away these in color jewels. All right, guys, I have someone at my door, so I gotta run. Thanks for hanging out with me, friends, and I will talk to you next week right here for What's Up Wednesday.